Here's our friend Roz in New York.
Hey,
some of the
buddy.
regulars checking in. Hi, Roz.
Hi, dude. Condolences. It's been such a heavy week.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember on Monday you said that Ed's memorial was there, and I loved Ed, and I'm so condolences about that too. Monday was Tommy Price's memorial too, so it's really crazy. But
we talk, Roz. Let me just remind people about that in case they hadn't heard. Tommy Price, a fantastic drummer, played with Joan Jett, played with Billy Idol, and sadly he passed away. I think he was only in his late 60s, right?
68. Yeah, his birthday was a few days later. It's brutal. Yeah.
And I mentioned the other day, Glenn LaFerman, although most photographers are not well known, their names to people in music, but Glenn was a phenomenal photographer, did so many album covers and so many iconic photos, and sadly he died. I believe he was early 70s. So yeah, there's just way too much of this lately, way too much. So thank you, Roz.
No problem. It's crazy. When was the last time, I know this may not connect, but it does. When was the last time you went to a Mets game?
A Mets? A long time, actually. Really
you know that they end. You know how the Yankees? I don't know if you've ever been to a Yankees game, but I know this is like ridiculous. But you know how the Yankees end with New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. You know that the Mets end their every time they win, or even if they don't win, they end with Ace's New York Groove.
Well, I did know that because I watch the games on TV, so I hear it after they win, and when they're on the mound congratulating, I do hear them play that over the PA, so I did know that.
Well, I always try to go to a few games, so I get to go to like 5 or 6 a year, and I hear it, and it's so nice to hear, and now that he's gone, it's just going to be brutal. They did a nice thing on their site about it, and it was really cool. They said they were never going to stop playing that for him, so that's pretty cool that they're going to do that. But I have an old age story, which is kind of funny, and it's pretty hilarious. I never got to see him live, unfortunately, but I always kept running into him in some of the shows I went to. And I love this band. It's one of my favorite bands. It might not be on your radar, but I saw him at an Air Supply concert. And he walked in with
recently?
These ladies. No, this was years ago. This was a long time ago. It was before COVID. It was around way before COVID. So it was at BB King's. Remember that? BB King's is closed now in New York.
Right.
You remember that place, right?
Of course, did tons there.
BB King's. Yeah, and so he Air Supply always played these double shows, and he came into the late show, and I was like, whoa, that's Ace Frehley, and I was like, of course I'm going to know who he is, even though he came with these two ladies. I don't know if one was his daughter or not, whatever, but it was just really cool. But I didn't get to talk to him, but I don't know if he went backstage or not. And then the next time I saw him, I don't really remember where I saw him, but then I saw him at the end of this place at another show, which I can't remember either. It just came into my head. But then I got to talk to him, and I was like, hi, oh my God. And I was kind of in awe, so I was a little shocked that Ace Frehley was in front of me. Sorry, Frehley. He was so sweet. And I was like, wait, I saw you at an Air Supply concert. What do you have to say for yourself, mister? It was funny, but he was like, no, I took the ladies. They wanted to go, and we had a good time, and they were all singing the songs, and it was nice, and we were talking about Air Supply, and it was fun, and he was just a sweet guy, and I never got to see him play live, but I
that's crazy.
Meet him a few times, so that was really sweet. I don't know if he ever talked to you about it, but
that's
talk about that, so that was really cool. Condolences, because it's sad.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you, Roz. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you, as always, for calling in. A couple things on that. Okay, so look, Ace knew a lot. Obviously, a lot of musicians knew him, and everybody knew Kiss, and he knew them, and what have you. But I'm going to just tell you something right now. Knowing Ace as well as I did, and Roz just said it in her call, he was there with a couple ladies. And I don't know who those ladies were, and but I can tell you this. The one thing I know about Ace is he loved to be out with the ladies. And he was, look, people always used to ask him how he got the nickname Ace. And he used to always go, because I was the ace with the ladies.